NBA 2K24 has officially been out for over a week. I want you guys to go in the comment section down below and rate the game 1 through 10, how you're feeling about it at the moment. All right, so you already know the 2K community. As soon as the game comes out, before people even got their badges and everything, everyone wants the game completely changed. All right, 2K Intel said steals need to be toned down. Let's be honest, crying face, okay? Then Chalk, a former 2K League player, first legend in 2K20, went to Twitter and said, people defending that 90+ steals should rip playmakers every time is like me saying if I have a 99-3, I should be able to green in people's face every time. So once again, 3 years in a row now, we are starting the game with people talking about getting steals nerfed. Hank the Tank said on Twitter, I have a 93% win rate. I make a video about what 2K needs to fix in 2K24. Casuals with 30% win rates are calling me bad in my comments for saying Unpluckable needs a buff. Casuals are something else, man. Okay, now look, it's okay to be a casual 2K player because 99 or 98% of the 2K community is. But we have to start learning as a community that there's a lot of different perspectives. Some people play sweaty stage, some people only play park, rec. I mean, there's so many different experiences of the game. But check this out. I want you guys to see my experience so far on 2K24. Let's say all my steals, my turnovers are steals, right? I'm averaging 1 turnover every 3 to 4 games, something like that. So in park, I would say from my experience personally so far, steals obviously aren't that overpowered, all right? So I'm averaging 1 pluck every 3 to 4 games. I'm not losing the ball that much so far on the game. But if you go into Pro-Am, where you're playing a super sweaty pure lockdown, he's got a 99 steal, he knows exactly when to reach. I mean, you're going to be losing the ball a lot more. So that's why I'm saying we need to put things in perspective. But I've always said that 2K has to have different sliders for each game mode, okay? If they had different sliders, it really wouldn't be that big of an issue. But I will say, as a lock myself, because you guys know lock is one of my favorite positions in 2K, I have a pure lock. If you guys haven't seen my Power of Hall of Fame right stick ripper, you need to check it out after this because it is insane. The only thing I would say is OP is literally just walking up and taking the ball, all right? And it happens to me on my guard as well. I got no bias because I have a guard and I have a lockdown, but you're actually able to walk up sometimes and take the ball. Like, they haven't dribbled, they're still holding the ball, they're holding LT, and you're just taking it right out of their hand. But this is the issue. This is why I don't want to say that steals need to be nerfed, because every year we do this, and it's not just steals, okay? The 2K does not balance when they patch things, okay? Let's talk about, 2K21, when you had a playmaking shot creator 6'1" and you were able to get LeBron James chase downs with bronze chase down orders. In 2K22, they nerfed it into the ground. I mean, there's so many examples you could do. So at the moment, I don't want to say that steals are OP, because if we do and 2K changes it, they're going to be non-existent for on-ball steals. So it's really hard to just say, hey, fix this, because that's not how 2K does it. Now, acceleration, as you see, 25 to 99, shout out to 2K Toots, is a big difference on 2K24. Now, you might not really think that's a big difference, but that is a very big difference, okay? Now, this next test right here was a linear graph showing the acceleration all the way up to 99 matters. And that's amazing news, okay? 2K finally made attributes matter. So far, the badge tests are coming out. Gold versus Hall of Fame, for example, like Gold Speed Booster versus Hall of Fame, if you guys seen my previous video. And it's a big difference. There's a 3% difference between Gold and Hall of Fame. That is huge in terms of speed. And if the builder is going to make you sacrifice to get especially Hall of Fame badges, they need to be really good. So at the moment, a lot of these tests are looking very good on 2K24, okay? And I'm really liking that. Shout out to 2K for getting that right so far. Now, Cash Out is the first starter 3 on 2K24. Starter 3. I've been sweating my life off. I'm ranked 72 or something right now in the world. Been daily uploading though, of course, so I can't play the game all day. I've been grinding for you guys. But you see what I'm saying, like, bro, I've been playing this game a lot, and I'm not even starter 2 yet, bro. Not even, this man is a starter 3. But look, okay, the reason why I'm telling you that is because we got gigantic information. At starter 3, you unlock a lot of gameplay rewards, it says, all right? And at first, I was like, dang, these gameplay rewards, like, I mean, how good are these actually going to be? They're actually insane, okay? So 2K, as you all know, there's no Michael Jordan dribble style available yet. There's no Trae Young fade, things like that, right? Really good animations from previous years. Well, it turns out when you hit starter 3, you unlock Michael Jordan dribble style. Okay, you see 89 speed with ball, Michael Jordan dribble style. Now, if you go even further into this, you see Trae Young fade, you get Ja Morant dribble pull up. I mean, there's a bunch of animations you unlock. There was Russell Westbrook moving crossovers, so many things that you unlock at starter 3. Now, a lot of people were upset at that, especially the comp community. They're like, oh my God, I have to grind to get this. I thought that 2K was going to drop it in the seasons. I really thought, because Mike Wing said that most animations were going to drop when the game comes out, and then they would add some throughout the seasons. But it actually turns out that, at least so far, you know, from 2K23 knowledge, a lot of the OP moves you have to hit starter 3 to get. And I'm not sure how I feel about that, because I did say that I wanted things in the game to grind for, but then again, those are animations that, you know, usually are just in the game as soon as it comes out. So I'm like kind of 50-50 on it. Like, it's cool that you got to grind to unlock something, but at the same time, those are usually stuff that the game just comes out with. Anyway, Double H made a long list for you guys. He said dribble moves, fades, jump shots, and dunks unlocked at starter 3. You see Trae Young, Michael Jordan, Steph Curry escape, Westbrook cross, Chris Bosh base, Kevin Durant fade, Rudy Gay base, Michael Jordan dribble style, and dunk style, and Sean Kemp dunk style. So the Michael Jordan dunk package is still in the game. It is still unlockable, but you have to hit starter 3. So it's gonna take a long time, bro. It's gonna take me a long time to hit starter 3, and I'm playing the game a lot so far. Now, badge regression is a huge topic in the 2K community right now, and I've seen some people. It's funny because some people just don't watch my videos, right? So, and they immediately want to they're just mad. You know what I'm saying? I understand, bro. They're mad, you know, oh, badge plug, you're a sellout, things like that, but they don't know, right? They haven't done their homework. I've had a logo one time, had it taken away 2 months in. I had a logo actually last year for like an hour, so I'm not even really counting that, and then they took that. But never been a community day, you know, things like that. So they're upset because, you know, they're just mad, bro, at the game, so they take it out on creators, things like that. I've been talking about the badge regression. Before the game came out, I literally specifically said there's a very high chance it doesn't work. It's a good idea, you know, in idea, but it's a very low chance that it's executed correctly, and that's where we're at. A lot of the community is upset. So Zach Timmerman, a 2K developer, said, yes, it's impossible. You're not expected to hit every badge in the game. Those you don't use often that are not a normal part of your playstyle are meant to stay on bronze. If you start changing them, they'll go up, of course, but at that point, you're changing your playstyle because people are upset that they're losing badges. You know what I'm saying? So GV made a post on Twitter, and he said, love badge regression. So basically in this video, he was complaining that he's losing his badges, and Zach Timmerman said you don't lose progress ever in 1v1 games. So in case you guys want to get your badges up, I think that's an amazing way right there. We just figured out that in the 1v1 games, you do not lose progress. I believe right now in the theater, there is a 1v1 event. And by the way, where I'm playing right now is in the theater. It's a double level event, which is really cool, because only one team actually even gets level. You get double level if you win and no level if you lose, which is really cool because my team has won like guys, man, yesterday I played almost all day. We didn't lose a single game. The day before that, we lost one game. We went like 201 in the last 2 days. We've been going crazy out here. All right, we even played the number 4 ranked player, the number 10 ranked player. I've got that screenshot on Twitter for you guys if you want to go check it out for proof. But anyway, let's keep going. All right, I don't want to stop and talk about that. Curious if there is any resource somewhere with more information on how badge progression and regression are affected in various modes. I was looking but didn't have any luck. I figured I lost the badges while playing 2s and 3s just because that's what I have been playing. He said, I'll give more insight on it soon, I'm sure. I do think people would like and could use more info. Not trying to hide anything, just trying to think of the best way to communicate it in a way where people can realize the system isn't there to screw them over. That's the hard part. So Zach Timmerman, I do like Zach Timmerman, but when I read that, I'm thinking like, don't want to, you know, make it look like we're trying to screw people over. So if the badge system was good and like executed correctly, it probably, in my opinion, like I'm thinking about it, it wouldn't seem like it's that hard to communicate it to people where it doesn't seem like that, right? But then again, I don't know, bro. I'm not a developer. I have no idea. I've never made a video game in my life. I can't even code a simple anything. All right. Now, Luck said, Any update on the unpluckable boost? My badge is still bronze a week into the game and I cannot activate it to gain progression for the badge. He said, which mode? It was tuned to be much easier to get / keep a few days back. It was way too harsh initially. So previously, you guys know my Steph Curry build. I told you guys it was my second build that I made on 2K24, and I'm still going to bring out my first build for those of you that are wanting my 6-6 build. I just have not played 2s yet. Like, I played a tiny bit of 2s, but that was to make my Giannis video, my big driver video. If you guys want to check it out after this, it was my last video. I think it's important to watch. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is my Steph Curry build could not get silver unpluckable, but then my third build that I made, the one I went on the 90-game win streak with, the current world record on 2K24, which will be on the end screen for you to click on, tap on, whatever after this at the end of the video. I got gold unpluckable during that streak. Like, I made that build that day, and then that night I had gold unpluckable. So I think they did change it, or maybe it's glitched by build. I don't know. Now, a comment said, I think a big problem with the shooting is input lag between the time you push square to shoot to when your character actually gathers the shot. So although I believe that they should not buff the green window, and there was people disagreeing with me in the last video, all I'm going to say is just get better at the game, right? Get better at the game. It's a learning curve. If it's too easy, bro, it's going to be boring. We've done this before. 2K21, think about that, bro. You could just shoot blindfolded with Playmaking Shot Creator, and it would go in. But there is parts of the shooting that I do think needs to change, right? So like what he just said, you know, you'll gather the shot and you just, like, it takes 3 seconds to stop and shoot and it's all clunky and it looks weird. But actual just standing shots, I don't think that they should change shooting, guys, because if they do, then it's going to be boring. There's supposed to be a learning curve to a game. There's a game called Elden Ring that came out recently. It was Game of the Year, I think, last year. And I still am not good at it, even though I beat it. I had to cheese the game super hard to beat it. It was extremely hard. If there was a lower difficulty, I wouldn't have changed it. I wanted to actually sit there and learn how to get good. And I got better, but I'm still not good. That's a part of a game, is to learn it. You don't want to literally get on a game day 1 and be as good as you are on day 365, guys. It literally doesn't make sense, bro. I don't know why people want their hand held in games these days. Just go play single player games, bro. Go play campaign games and things like that. Don't make the experience bad for everyone because you want your hand held. You want a participation trophy, okay? Hopefully, you know, it doesn't hurt anyone's feelings that much for the truth, but that's my truth, okay? And let's hop into the next news. Tough NYC went to Twitter talking about the shooting and said, jump shot timing was perfect from launch to like the 13th. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, please 2K go back to how it was. I literally couldn't miss. LOL. If they want to leave shooting slumps in the game, fine, but push feels like early and set point doesn't feel like early. So you guys let me know if you have noticed a difference in the shooting so far on 2K24. The only notice that I've noticed is that I'm shooting like 15% better on my stats in like the last 3 days. Okay, the delay in the theater is much better than it was in the park. The 3v3 Pro-Am was better, and then they fixed the rise courts, and I have not played an elite since like 4 or 5 days ago, so I don't know if that's chopping or not anymore, but I do know the game has been feeling a lot better delay wise, and I've also been learning the game more. I've been getting more of my badges, and now that I've got those, I've been shooting way better on 2K24. So I don't think that shooting should be changed at the moment. I don't think they should buff it. I really don't. But anyway, I almost forgot one of the main topics in the video. If you guys have made it this far, comment down below, plug, okay? But as you see from the thumbnail, it says you can't get blah, blah, blah. People were upset when Cash Out hit Starter 3 because, as y'all seen, Michael Jordan dribble style is not unlockable unless you have an 89 speed with ball. Now, me personally, last year I told you guys one of the best dribble styles, or actually the best dribble style, should not be unlockable at a 75 speed with ball. I think all of us can agree with that. But they moved it up to an 89, and people started saying, wait a second, 89 speed with ball, Michael Jordan in real life was 6'6". I can't get Michael Jordan dribble style on a 6'6". So people are pretty upset with that. You guys let me know how you feel about it in the comment section down below. But we have more important stuff to talk about. So, do lethal / spicy hot zones go away once this new week is arriving? Now, someone from 2K who started to come out of nowhere talking about 2K, and I like it anyway, but he said you can't have more than 2 lethal zones at once. They reset when the week is over, and you can work on 2 new zones the following Monday. So every single week, your lethal spots are going to reset in the Art of Shooting. Make sure you guys do your Art of Shooting every single week. Now, speaking of shooting, Nadex said, turn off crossplay for no delay. Just played 4 games in a row, shooting 6 for 6. Turn that off. That's the issue. The servers can't handle crossplay. Now, in my personal opinion so far, the delay was god-awful for the first, 4 days. But since then, I've been playing, like I said, in the theater, 3v3 Pro-Am, the Rise courts were fixed. It's been a lot better for me. It still does chop, though. I want to make sure you guys understand. I'm not saying it never chops anymore. It's been a lot better. I don't even know how to turn off crossplay. I don't know where you would turn it off at. But if you guys are still lagging, chopping, I do recommend finding out how to do it and trying it out. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't hurt to try out if crossplay turning off is going to help you with your delay and stuff. All right, as we're getting to the end of the shooting topic, like I said, I don't think that 2K should make it easier. We're starting to get our badges. We're starting to learn the shooting system on the game, and we know that there's a lower green window on the game, so I'm expecting to not shoot as good as I did in 2K23, although I'm already getting close to those averages on this game. Joe Knows posted last night on Twitter, 105 points in Pro-Am, 41 for 42, but 15 for 15 from 3. 15 for 15. Should we make shooting easier? Think about that. Should we make shooting easier? Now, yes, Joe Knows is a very good player at the game. This is also his job, so he's able to play it more than other people. But you shouldn't say, oh, it's not my job. I have a family. I have kids, things like that. I can't shoot. Bro, the game is not meant to shoot 15 for 15, okay? He's just very good at the game. You see what I'm saying? So you should be able to shoot 50, 60% once you figure out the shooting on the game, once you're taking smart shots, because this game is not 2K23, guys. It's not, okay? I want to tell you, as we're getting to the end of the video, my own experience with the game. You just can't shoot the things you used to in 2K23. The game 100% makes you play more team basketball if you want to win at a higher rate. At the moment, you guys seen my win percent. It was 96.7. I'm not doing that if I'm scoring all 21, 18. I could do that in 2K. In 2K23, bro, I could easily average 15, 16, 17 a game if I really wanted to be a super ball hog, and I would still win over 90% of my games. You just can't do that on 2K24. Maybe on the 2s court, something like that. Maybe obviously the 1v1 court, but you just can't in 3v3s, which is mainly what I've been playing so far. So that's my perspective right now on the game, because I'm averaging, let's say, 8 points per game. I mean, I'm averaging the most assists. If you guys want to go back to that screenshot and look, I'm averaging almost 4 assists a game, okay? Last year, it was 1.8 or something like that. Now, keep in mind, those stats were a little skewed because half the games I played on there was when I was grinding for Legend in Season 1. I got up to 24,000 points at the end of Season 1. Then I finished the game with 33,000 points or something like that. So a lot of those were in the 1v1 court. So obviously it does push my assists down a little bit. But you see what I'm saying? I'm averaging almost 4 assists a game you have to pass. And I like that. I don't got a problem with that, bro. The only thing I really have a problem with maybe is the crazy ghost contest. And speaking of the ghost contest, Hang the Tank said, why are ghost contests back in 2K24? 2K, what are you doing? The gameplay was perfect. Both of these first 2 shots would have said wide open before the patch, but now both are 30+% contest. Please stop changing things that do not need to be touched. So there is some creators that think that 2K added back into the game ghost contest. And if you don't know what that means, it's basically you played really bad defense on the play, and just because you were kind of close to the defender, it lowers their green window. It'll say open instead of wide open. It makes their shot faster when really it was a wide open shot. Some of them even are turning up to be 25% contested, 30% contested, things like that, when there's no one there. There's literally no one there, and it's still a contest. So that's really my only issue with the shooting right now on the game. I wish that the game didn't bail out bad defense as much as it does, but hey, man, the game can never be perfect. Right now, I'd probably give the game a 7 or an 8, okay? If you guys made it this far, there you go. There's my rating for the game. But remember, I gave 2K23 a 7 or an 8 in the beginning last year as well, and it worked its way down. It worked its way down. So if you want to see the world record 90-game win streak, click this right here. Set by me and my boys on the court, my trio, 90 games in a row. I would recommend clicking this video because I'm about to leave. I'm leaving in literally 3, 2, click the video, 1, and I'm out. Peace.